Febi Banda Kawamia is one of the long-serving members of the Care Cooperative Credit and Savings Society, CareCoop. Febi works as a nurse and she's proud of the investments she has made in the last 19 years, all of which are attributed to her CareCoop membership. From being able to purchase her first car to supporting her children through tertiary education, Febi has also built semi-detached flats, and most recently, she acquired a tractor for her farm.
I was able to improve the farm that I had just bought. There is electricity at that time. I think that was 2010. It was expensive to have a 3-phase line at a farm, but I was able to do that, fenced it. Later on, products, I think, kept on increasing. Yeah, I said, well, what can I do else? I was able to have a semi-detached flat in Mutumbi using this. I said, wow, this is good. So I kept on, improving myself, because I said, I'm getting old. If I stop work, I need to have some income. Even if I would be at the farm, I need a 1 pin. So I was happy with those semi-detached flats.
Febi's story is one of many that speak to the impact of CareCoop among its membership. Since it was formed in 1996 with a paltry 50 members, CareCoop is now a leading savings and credit cooperative, providing diverse financial solutions, among them loans and savings. CareCoop Chief Executive Officer Mutinta Lumai is proud that the SACCO has been able to achieve its mission of providing affordable and flexible financial services and products to the membership.
CareCoop has stood firm on its commitment to actually operate as a fully fledged savings and credit cooperative, utilizing the cooperative model where we are able to pool resources through savings. We're able to come up with innovative products and services that are relevant to our members now and the future members, that speaks to our capability to actually sustain our operations beyond just ourselves today. So our reliance firstly on the cooperative model and ensuring that we are compliant in that area has been our first standing ground. And moving on from that, of course, the support of our members.
CareCoop's flexibility and friendly interest rates have allowed the membership to excel in various ways.
CareCoop acquires land in good areas and sells it to members. I think that has been a wow project also. I personally have signed up for land after Mikango Barracks, and I'm looking forward to building.
The first time I accessed a loan through CareCoop was in 2019, when I finally decided to start doing my master's. I didn't have a high salary at the time, but through CareCoop, I was able to get a loan that I was able to sponsor my master's degree. And during the course of my program, the fees were a bit higher and more challenges with other responsibilities I had. I was able to get another loan that helped to fund my studies further.
I never had a house, I was renting. I think in 2013 I had managed to put up a structure. I never had a vehicle. The first vehicle that I bought, it was from here, using CareCoop facilities, which was a Nadia, Toyota Nadia by then, very proud of it. I've gotten a little farm, it's about 5 acres. It's just a small, but I'm still developing, I've just started developing it now. When I joined CareCoop, I was not married. Got married in 2013, and part of the funding for my wedding was CareCoop. When I joined Sidus as well, I think I didn't have a degree. I had a diploma from NIPA. I proudly now have a degree from Unilas.
Yeah, CareCoop is a very good organization, and I would encourage anyone to benefit from the services that CareCoop provides. Yeah, just the way I've benefited, I've mentioned already that it helped me to do the construction of my house, it helped me to further my studies, and also I also managed to take my wife to school, to University of Zambia, and I also managed to do one or two things in terms of land acquisition. Yeah, so there are many products that CareCoop offers, and that one can easily benefit from. And it's also easy to access.
The exponential growth attained by CareCoop is of delight to the National Savings and Credit Union of Zambia, an apex body for credit and savings organizations in the country. Fabian Mubuyaeta, the NASCO CEO, is proud of CareCoop's accomplishments.
CareCoop is one of the best SACCOs in the country. It's ranked amongst the top savings and credit cooperatives within the country. Their products, their activities, I think, are top-notch. Most of the things that CareCoop is doing now, there's a lot of professionalism, there's a lot of, I think, product development that we've seen, and the institution itself, it has even grown where we have seen a number of employees or creating jobs in the industry. I think it's one of the top, if I may put it that way.
The Registrar of Cooperatives also speaks highly of CareCoop's compliance records.
CareCoop registered as a savings and credit cooperative in 1996 with very few members, I think around 50, which over the years has grown to over, if my memory serves me right, over 7,000 members. And when they registered, one of the things that we do is that they are supposed to be compliant by registering, compliant also to our 1998 Cooperatives Act. They are also supposed to have their own regulations, which we call bylaws, which they follow. And from the time they registered, they have been very consistent in terms of their bylaws, in terms of having annual general meetings, having meetings according to the board, choosing of the board, elections of the board members, and also participation of members, where members are free to participate in their meetings and in the way the cooperative is supposed to run. It's a savings and credit cooperative, and they're dealing with money, and they're supposed to be consistent in what they do so that it is transparent to their members in what they do. Basically, they have been very consistent, they have been very compliant when it comes to the Act and the bylaws.
In order to grow its institutional capacity and the continued desire to operate efficiently, CareCoop has devised a new 5-year strategic plan taking effect in 2024. The new strategy has prioritized member interests.
Our strategy focuses on a continual reduction of our interest rates, starting with the current year. We just reduced interest rates recently, and we're focusing on a continual reduction for 5 years until we reach a point where members can easily afford to get loans from CareCoop. That's number one. Number two, like I said, we're putting members at the center of everything. And what we've done also with our strategy is we're predominantly focused only on getting members in the NGO sector, those that work for the NGOs that are member organizations of CareCoop. In our strategy, what we've done is that we've now watered it down, and we've taken into consideration the immediate family of the members so that the children to the members can join.
Enhancing customer experience with matching technological improvements are targets of the new strategic plan.
So, of course, knowing that CareCoop has been in existence for quite a long time, but what's special about this strategy is that it's in the times we are in right now, where innovation is important and an organization looking at how it can re-evolve in a very competitive landscape. This strategy actually set the North Star, not just for the board management, but also staff. It builds in, of course, some of the wins over the years, and also the feedback that has come from members in terms of how they want to see that organization, that shared vision. So I see that with this particular strategy, it brings in member expectations, and it takes to where exactly we want to be.
We're embracing a culture of continuous improvement, and even as we do so, we are also keen on being proactive to ensure that we are not just reacting to situations as they come, but we've got properly planned initiatives to ensure that we build capability internally to actually execute on some of these, on all the initiatives that are actually in the strategic plan.
Look, I think we're now in the technological world. All of us can use, basic WhatsApp, basic smart, so I don't think there'll be a challenge in terms of the user-friendliness of the technology we are actually offering. If you look at the apps that are being developed, simple and easy to use. So I'm excited. And it takes away, that inefficiency that is just caused by moving around with papers in 2023, getting 2024 at this day and age, moving around with papers and checkbooks. I think we are past that. So if you can get your loan approved on an app that is secure, imagine you could apply right now, in the next 10, 15 minutes, it's authorized and you get your funds. Emergencies happen.
With enhanced focus on IT, Chisha Mwansa, who heads the IT department, is happy that the new strategic plan endorses innovation.
Well, we're very excited. I think as far as our department is concerned, we're seeing a lot of innovation coming in for the member. We want to win in terms of how fast we do deploy some of the innovations that we want to do for our members. So we're extremely excited. It's sort of a turning point for us, moving from a manual process into technology processes, automation and AI. So it's pretty exciting for us, and we're happy to sort of put our footprint on this whole strategy.
To meet the ever-changing needs of the membership, the 2024 to 2028 strategic plan has new features. Among them is the introduction of relevant innovative products such as the Benevolent Fund and expansion of privileges for the membership extending to family members.
The idea is basically to look after a member from when a member is born up to when a member grows, to when a member retires, until the time that the member leaves this world. That's what we as CareCoop are doing in our strategy.
So yeah, the CareCoop board is fully alive to that demand and requirement. And so far, I can only say so far so good. The board is doing its best to make sure the organization remains profitable.
This is the CareCoop headquarters in Chadley residential area of Lusaka. The facility houses the management team and support staff. The building, which has been part of the numerous success stories of the CareCoop family, is scheduled to be upgraded into a modern structure under the new strategic plan as part of building its corporate image and diversification of its investments.
Why they should support the capitalization plan. First of all, they will have ownership to that building. Each and every person that has got a share in CareCoop will have ownership to that building. It will be owned by the shareholders, the members of Care Cooperative. Secondly, it will improve in terms of return on investment. All those that are shareholders will get better return, those who would have capitalized. We've always wanted to diversify, and I think that gives us a strong footprint for diversification.
With such investments, the Business Development Unit is committing to improving the experience of the membership through enhanced product features, pricing, and convenience.
Our role as a business is really to develop or build a value proposition that speaks to the strategy, right? So the strategy that we have now is really focused on the member, right? And so ours is to ensure that our value proposition speaks to the member's journey with CareCoop. And when I look at the member's journey, really, I could actually broadly describe it in three ways. I'm looking at the product itself. How does this product speak to the member's aspiration? How do we, in our product innovation or our product development, how do we incorporate the member? How do we ensure that we find ways in which we could actually positively impact the member, right? So this is basically product features, your pricing. And then beyond that, we're also looking at the channels, right? How do we package and deliver these products to our members? And basically looking at convenience, safety for our members, looking at the efficiency side for CareCoop, but overall also looking at how our channels actually impact the environment, because we also have to be aware of what our impact is in as far as sustainability is concerned.
Isaac Muleba is one of the CareCoop's long-serving customer relationship officers. In his 15 years of service, Isaac has not only witnessed transformation of members' lives, but he has walked many of them through their onboarding process and investment considerations. Isaac is excited about the future prospects driven by the new strategic plan.
It's a great thing. The strategy has really brought out some key things in our plans. This strategy is basically member-oriented, and we're looking at just enhancing the members' experience at Care Cooperative. A member wants to receive information timely, they want to receive information in an efficient environment, and so forth. So it's quite exciting to know that I'll be part and parcel of this process, helping the member have the necessary experience they want to feel, or they rather want to have as they do business with Care Cooperative. So
CareCoop is determined to be the circle of choice, and the membership are excited about the projections.
When I dream of CareCoop being the biggest cooperative globally, in the same, echelons like, the other cooperatives that come out of India that own hotels, that own businesses, that own banks, that literally are there to meet the needs of their members. And so I'm not looking at a cooperative that's just, a local cooperative just for Zambia, but growing it to be global and making sure that as a team, together with the members, we are meeting their needs, we are growing as a cooperative, and we are actually contributing to the economy of this country. And, not just being receivers or takers, but giving to the people of this great nation.
Our team is dynamic, the management team is dynamic, and we are all, even as a board, very optimistic that we are actually going to deliver, because for most of the things that we are actually envisaging to achieve, it's processes that have started. It hasn't started now that we are developing this strategic plan. Actually, implementation of most of some of these interventions or innovative interventions started in our current strategic plan.
Industry stakeholders are certain that CareCoop will earn global recognition in the next 5 years.
We see a very big financial cooperative institution in CareCoop in the next few years to come, because even when you look at their financials, you will see that there has been a lot of growth. We have seen a lot of declaration of declaring of dividends to the members, and I think even in terms of the assets, the asset base, I think it's growing, and we see a very big institution as CareCoop in the financial cooperative sector.
The board and management team at Care Cooperative Savings and Credit Society are optimistic that the organization is poised for growth, leading to enhanced social and economic development.
There are a lot of challenges that we have currently as a country, but as CareCoop, what we do is we come into that space and make sure that our members, first of all, are engaged. Our members, first of all, are educated in terms of financial capabilities and just what they can do, financial savings, and also borrowing, that they borrow responsibly. We also give them low interest rates so that they can improve their livelihood. And ultimately, we're contributing to the whole country as Care Cooperative.
The footprint of a cooperative really, in as far as its impact, is quite wide. And we believe that when we empower the member, we are actually contributing to socio-economic development at national level. Yeah, and even just us standing as a cooperative, as an institution, there's a lot that we actually contribute to economic development of our nation, taxes, job creation. There's so much. We also do contribute to the communities in which we operate in. So the limit, really the potential of cooperatives is quite limitless. And I encourage you all to journey with us on this exciting 5-year period and beyond, that CareCoop has embarked on.
To ensure actualization of the strategic plan, CareCoop is looking forward to support from the membership. Along with increased revenue, CareCoop plans to grow its member base from 7,000 to 16,000, grow its capital, offer affordable products, and remain the leading savings and credit society in Zambia and beyond. Ultimately, the membership will make meaningful investments impacting economic growth.